Hey everyone, this is Dhruvin and I am come up with another Power Automate tip and trick over here in this session. During this session, we are going to talk about how we can retrieve values from JSON object and JSON array in Power Automate. So now, let's get started. So, first of all, let me explain you the example that we are going to perform throughout this session. So basically, for this particular demo, I have used one of my already created flow where I have used HTTP action and I am getting some response in JSON format as the output. Now, I want to retrieve few values from my JSON outcome. So how can I do that in Power Automate? Let's say for an example, this is one of the HTTP action that I am calling from my Power Automate. The action is getting access token from SharePoint, and in response I am getting the body like this. Now what I want to do here is I want to fetch access token values from this entire response and wanted to store that in one of the variable. So how can I do that? First thing is this one. Now second thing is I have used one more HTTP action over here which is getting all the members from the group. So here I am getting a response like this. Let me just copy this and let me show you the entire response in Notepad. So I am just copying and pasting this thing into Notepad and the end outcome will looking like this. Here you can see that I have one JSON object in which I have a key D. Inside that I have one more JSON object with result key, and inside that I have entire JSON array. Remember one thing, whenever we have square bracket meaning it's an array, and whenever we have curly braces meaning it's an object. We can always apply loop on array, we cannot apply loop on object. Now I want end outcome like this. From this entire result string, what I wanted to get here is I am getting 3 responses. So I do not need all the keys from this particular JSON array. I need this type of structure, very smooth structure, like every objects are added into array and each object has 6 keys like this. So how can I achieve that? We are going to demonstrate both of these things in detail over here in this session. So stay tuned throughout this entire session. So first of all, let me click on edit and now let me get started with our first task. The first action is get access token, and I just copied the response in form of JSON like this, and I want to retrieve access token key. So how can I do that? We have object here and from object we need to retrieve one key. So for that what we need to do here is we just need to write one compose action first. Then we need to go to the expression. We need to use body expression because our previous outcome is the body of this particular action. So we need to use body. Then we just need to provide the action name. If you do not want to type action name here, just go to the dynamic section and select the body here. So you can see that entire name has been added automatically. Now just remove the function that you have typed here. Then we need the key whose name is access token. So we just need to type question mark and now we just need to use square bracket. And now we need to paste the key name. So from here I need this access token. I'm just copying this key and pasting this key over here, single quote, and paste that and just click on OK. And here we are good to go. Just click on save. Now let's test this flow. So we are getting this particular key from here. So we are getting our access token successfully, and then if we want to store that access token in any of the variable, we can easily do. Click on add action and just type initialize variable token string, and we just need the output of the compose 3, and we are good to go. Now let's move over to the second task, that is we are getting get groups, and we are getting this type of entire JSON structure, JSON object and JSON array, and we want to convert that to this structure. So how can we do that? So first of all, we need to iterate our JSON object. So JSON object is iterated from D and results. So what we need to do here is we need to add an action. We need to use select action. Just use the select action. We need to pass from. So basically we need the outcome of the get group action. So similar way, we just need to use body. We need to provide the action name. So let's provide action name as get groups. So basically instead of space we need to type underscore. Then we need to iterate, so we need to pass question mark, then square bracket, single quote. The first object is D, so we just need to pass D. Then again question mark, square bracket, single quote, then results. Just copy this, paste this, click on OK. We reached up to this object. Now we have array, so we need few values from this particular array, and we are also customizing the key name over here. Let's say, let me just copy the key from the output that we need. The first one is email, second is claim, display name, department, job title and picture. It is a blank key value which is not a part of the outcome that we are getting from the JSON object and JSON array. So we will simply keep those keys as blank. I need that key just because in response I need to pass those keys compulsory. That's why I'm passing them as a blank. Now I need email, claims and display name. So let's see from this entire response where is email field. So email field is available here, right? So we just need to go here, go to the dynamic expression, and we just need to use item, then question mark, then square bracket and the key name which is email. Same way, go to the dynamic expression, item, then question mark, then claims, right? So in claims I need this value, login name, so I'm just using login name. Go to the dynamic expression, item, square bracket, single quote, display name. So display name is stored as title, so let's store that as title, and we are good to go. So we got the desired outcome from the entire JSON object and JSON array like this. Just click on save. Now let's test our flow, and here it is, we are good to go. So in the first step we just pass the access token and store that in one of the variable, and let's see the outcome of this select to action that we just created. And here we are getting the exact same outcome that we desired. right? So this is how we can use compose and select action to fetch the desired result set from JSON object and JSON array. Hope this is clear for you now. If you have any question related to this topic, you can add your questions in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay tuned with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, podcast and Google Form. If you wish to receive the daily notification from my channel, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to this form. Fill the form and you will be receiving daily notification about all my new videos on your WhatsApp number. Also, if you wish to listen the different podcast on Power Platform, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to my podcast homepage. Here, you can listen your favorite podcast on different platforms like Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify and so many other platforms. So, stay tuned with me. This is Dhruvin signing off. Have a great day. Goodbye.